Welcome to the shooting show. This week we're following decoyer Geoff Garrod after months of lockdown and not a pigeon inside. Here he goes.
From a game shooting point of view, Boxing Day basically, we shut down. You know, because of the COVID rules and following advice from the organisations NGO and Basque, driven game shooting was a no. So basically from December the 26th, 2020 to the end of the season, we didn't shoot. So which is a great shame. We took a loss, but you know, we followed the COVID advice from the government. Nothing else we could do really. Pigeon wise, we just haven't had any. You know, from our last time in a hide together was last July when they started cutting rape, and we shot 40, but it was a very strange day because they just didn't seem to want to decoy. It just felt like they were just going past us. And from that day to this, it's the first day. So I've had probably 7 months of not having any pigeons, but not sure where they went or what happened to them. But it's one of those funny situations this year where certain parts of the country have got thousands and thousands, and some of them just haven't got any, and we were the unlucky ones not to have anyone. And I am talking from a pigeon shooting point of view here, but about 3 weeks ago we just had a few turn up and gradually increased, and all of a sudden it was noticeable that we were getting pigeons on the rape. The farmers had noticed it, and then gas guns were going out. And you know, as we stand now, we've got a nice amount, if you like, but not the hundreds of thousands that we used to have, but we've got a nice amount. So hence the reason why I'm sitting back in a pigeon hide. I shot this block of maize about 2+ weeks ago, and the situation we've got here is literally 200 yards that way is the M11 motorway, and the other side of the motorway is about 300 acres of rape where the pigeons are hitting. But watching the pigeons, they are coming off the rape. When they finish, they're coming off the rape and dropping down onto the maize, and so they're having a dabble of rape, and then they come in and having a dabble of maize, and then they get up and they go back there. I have shot pigeons when I was roost shooting that have got maize and rape in them. So the situation I faced was obviously, where do I go? We're on the maize because it's a narrowed down area where I can concentrate the pigeons. And also, so it's an area that I can narrow down the pigeons to decoy them, and also behind me that way, about a field away, is a very late piece of winter corn that was put in, and the crows are hitting it hard. It's just coming through and they're hitting it hard. I can't go there and do anything because you've got the railway line, you've got the main road, you've got a by road, and it's it's about 4 acre field. But again, what the crows are doing, they're lifting off that and they're coming onto the maize. So basically it's the maize that's attracting both pests, which has given me the opportunity to try and decoy them. Tell you what, we're going to have to...
From up there,
yeah, there. I need to put a net there or something there, because the crows are coming up there and they're seeing straight. There's another one just there that's coming that way, so I need to try and put that up a bit, or put some fir bells there just to give me a bit more cover. Good boy. I stuck some real crows in the freezer from the last time I went, which was about 2.5 weeks ago, and I brought them again today. They obviously thawed out, and I put them to the right of the pattern. So I've got the pigeon decoys right in front of me here, and the crow decoys to the right. And what's already been clear is that the crows are coming from the right. They're coming off the field of wheat. They're coming over here, but just how the hide was, they were coming through, and they were seeing me before I was seeing them, and just shying off. So what I've just literally done is just got the last couple of fir bells and a bit of old net, and I've just put it there to give me a bit more cover. So hopefully I can see them a split second before they can see me. He's going to go down. Bosh. As by now, people know, it's the good old Browning Maxus. I've used it now. I've been using one of these for best part of 6 years now at pigeons, and they are going down for me as one of the most reliable guns that I've ever had. You know, they are the perfect gun in the hide. We've got a variety of Eley cartridges. We've got the HV 32 grams, 6-shot fibre wad cartridge. The Eley Pigeon Select, which is a 30 gram 6-shot, again fibre wad. And the Eley VIP steel with the Pro Eco wad in it. Thank you to Deerhunter, who have supplied me with a lovely new set of gear, which again I've been wearing for a long time now with Deerhunter. Very practical, very good, obviously good camouflage, warm. On a day like today it's probably going to be a bit too warm, but it's good gear. I felt, I mean, I must admit the first time I had out, just bearing in mind as well, I've had no clay shooting, no beaters days. The days that I had invited out all happened to be in January, so I've lost all those. So I have to say the first day I had out a couple of 3 weeks ago, I didn't shoot the best. Perhaps you could say a little bit ring rusty. Pigeons I dealt with okay. Crows, I had a problem. I just get this thing with crows of over leading them, but we still finished up with a reasonable bag. So hopefully years of experience will hopefully see me through that little non-practicing bit that I haven't had all through the year. Yeah. So, homegrown pheasant sandwich, reared by my own fair hands. Straight for us. Right, well we're probably been in there a couple of hours. It's been slow, to be perfectly honest. When we got here, there was a nice lot of pigeons feeding, a nice lot of crows feeding, so it looked good, but my sort of like slight worry is that the pigeons and the crows have got a crop full of grub, so they're going to go away, they're going to digest it, not too keen to come back until probably a little bit later this afternoon. I think I've got half a dozen pigeons, probably got about 10 dozen head all told. The only consolation we've got is that, you know, what's come over pigeon wise has actually wanted to decoy, so I've been able to shoot them, although I've missed a couple. So we are in the waiting game at the moment, and I do hope, well, I do think it's going to get better as the day draws on, but just got to be patient. Well, these crows, as I said before, are the best ventriloquists in the bird world. You hear them honking, clawing away, and you're looking behind you and they're about 400 yards in front of you. And then you're looking at one there and one comes sneaking in, so, but that one did make a mistake and we finally got that one on the deck. There's pigeons everywhere out there now, just milling about, but not coming in here. Oh, hang on. Lost him, where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Yeah, well, it's been a very frustrating day today for 2 or 3 reasons. One, the main thing, when we came here this morning, you know, there was a nice lot of pigeons feeding on here, which is obviously the reason we came here. We got here about 10 o'clock, set up about 11:15. You know, sort of in the hide just before 11 o'clock time. And I mean, the bottom line is that they just never come back. You know, we've finished up with just over 30 head made up of corvids and pigeons. But the bulk of the pigeons, they all disappeared to our right as I'm looking, and they never came back. And they never came back. I mean, we kept seeing the odd one or two, and we had some decoy. The crows were very wary as they was coming through the hedge, looking at the decoys. Any slightest movement in the hide, they were just seeing me and just flinging off down the hide before I could get a shot. Had to do some alterations to the hide to try and combat that, which I succeeded in the end. And we had one or two decoying in. But generally, it's been a very, very disappointing day.
Yeah, seen the drilling over the way there. What's going to happen next around here?
Well, from where we are now, from the position that we're in here, there's 3 different farmers have been drilling spring corn. So, you know, I'm not sure whether the pigeons have found that today, you know, because they've only just started drilling today. So I'm not sure whether they might have done, might have been the reason why they didn't come back. But I would think now there's one there, there's one over there, and I know there's definitely one. In actual fact, there's 4 because there's one just the other side of the rape here. So I would imagine now what few pigeons we've got will fragment to the drill, and they'll be on that now because of the weather we've had. The conditions are right, and there's going to be an awful amount of drill going in. So for me, the pigeons for the next couple of weeks are going to leave the rape, going to leave where we are, and they'll be heading for the drill. Once they find the drill, that is, to me, spring drilling has always been the ultimate time for pigeon shooting, crop protection, whatever way you want to put it. And that's what I think they're going to be on now for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, sure. Good. Must be nice to be out there.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line of it is, you know, I just love just being in the hide. You know, I've done it all my life, and it is just nice after the, you know, the lockdown that we've all been through, and we're just coming out of that. It is nice just to get out and get in a hide, and it's not been the most productive days, but then again, we can't all go out and shoot 100, 200 a day. You know, it's these little days that we have. It makes the bigger days all the more rewarding when they do come along, but it's just nice to be out.
I remember Geoff from the old Keeper's Diaries days. It's great to see him again. Please do like and subscribe, and I'd like to give a big thank you to all our sponsors. Take care and see you soon.